All right, let's see if we can do something here. We're going to create a new file. We'll just make it a 10 by 10. It's a 1/2 inch tall. We're going to zero on top center, and we'll choose OK. All right, so from here, best I can tell, you have a tangent radius. Let's see. Let's see if I can draw one in Vectrix. All right, so we got those two. Let's try a line now. Draw another line. All right, so we got those two. Now let's trim. Let's trim away something. No, that's probably not what I want. Let's see, offset, edit object, extend. I don't want to extend. We'll validate it in a minute. Okay, let's go to trim. Oh, I lost my line for some reason. Let's do redo. All right, let's try it again. So we're going to go from here. All right, so we got those. Let's go to this trim icon. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. And then we got to zoom in here. Now, I don't know how you set tangency here, so I'm just going to not worry about it because you have a drawing. There's probably some button you got to press in order to show the tangency snap point. For this example, it shouldn't matter what that is. Okay, so we get this shape going on. We're going to close this. All right, so now we want to join open vectors. So we're going to select it all. Let's see if it will join. It looks like it is closed at this point. Okay, so we have a full shape. Now, let's just get over into the cam side. And we're doing a profile, right? So I'm just going to select this all and make this the active layer of selection. We're going to do an outside cut. And you can set, how deep you're going to cut and stuff like that. But we're going to just calculate it. And we'll simulate it. And we see that we just get this cut around the shape. All right, so what's happening is right where the lead in for the tool, it's causing an issue for you. So how do you go about solving that? Now, one of the things that you did to solve it is you edited your feature and you added a lead, and you started adjusting these settings here, and then you ended up getting some kind of lead. You had a radius lead, but similar type concept. So now when we play this through, we can see a straight cut on the plunge, comes in, goes around the part, and then comes back out. And again, you're saying you're getting some kind of burn here, but we don't see a burn anywhere else on the part, only where your lead in position was. So how can you resolve this? Well, one of the things I recommended was just get rid of the lead and just plunge, And you're like, well, that's what I was doing in the first place is I didn't have any lead, right? And I was still having that issue. Okay, so there's definitely a few ways to do this. One way to do it would be to have the lead off the part altogether and have it come around the shape, and then ramp off, right? And your lead you put over in this on the radius here, and I don't see the rest of your geometry, so I don't really know, but I would try moving it more to one of these transition locations, It really shouldn't be burning there. I don't know why it's burning there and nowhere else. It's, I guess, when the tool is coming under full pressure, you could change direction of cut and stuff like that to make it less, if you conventional cut, there's less tool pressure versus climb cutting. So if we went counterclockwise on this shape, then that would be like, this is going clockwise, it appears, right? So that's a climb mill. So it's a very aggressive entry into the cutter. The cutter takes a big bite to begin with. If we reverse this direction, then that in itself may just solve the problem. But really, where I want to talk about is leads. So let's close this. I'm going to get back into here. And we have our leads. So we're going to add a lead. And let's say 0 degrees, right? Let's calculate that one. So it didn't like that setting. So let's go back in here. You did a circular lead. Let's see. I don't know if it'll let me do that. This is some order. This is starts at sharp around. So none of that is going to handle it. Okay. Do lead out. Let's try that. Maybe it just needed a lead out. Yeah, so it doesn't want me to do that. So, you know, we could come in like this way, come around the part, and then radius out. That's kind of the lead approach that I would like. So let me see if I can do that. Let's see if we can change our corner. Move it to here and calculate. All right, so now we moved it over to here, and I think that's actually this looks a lot better. This type of lead in, you know, we plunge in off the part, you know, we come in, we're going to go around, and then as we come out, you know, one of these straight type methods on a circle. Let's see if we can move it to a better position. So let's go over to here. Let's go to leads. Starts at. Let's go to here. Calculate. All right. So you can try this method here where it starts like that. So it's starting off the part. Let's pause this. Pause. Close. Yeah, it gets a little crashy sometimes on my system, so I think I either gotta shut it down or let it start back up. But really, there's a couple of ways to do this. Number one, you have your lead settings, so you can change your lead location. I really would recommend not even using a lead, just plunging. I think you should be able to resolve that. If it's burning right at the plunge, maybe slow the plunge feed rate down. The other thing is this straight in and straight out move on the lead in that we did. This I think would be, you know, maybe a better option to kind of work its way into the profile, work its way around, and then exit. And then the other thing that you can do is edit the geometry directly. So in other words, you know, use it as an open profile, and that way you can really control, you know, how it's cutting and what direction it's cutting in. I don't know, I might do another video here, but this should just give you an idea of some things to try there for you. Thanks.